So you finally found the perfect place for your buyer. They've been a great customer. How do we turn them into a client? Today I'm going to share with you the very plan of action I do, the follow-up plan, the strategic way that I've actually built the relationship long-term where they feed you deals year after year, whether it be through referrals or additional business. We're going to show you exactly how to do this in a way that's going to help your business grow. All right, you've done the heavy lifting. You've found someone that trusted you enough to let you handle them purchasing a house. Now what do? There's a lot of industry averages out there that are pretty detrimental if you're looking at this. On average, there was a study done, people were asked, would you be willing to list your house with the agent you used that sold you your house when and if the time comes? In a case-by-case basis, we found that over 90% of the people said, absolutely, I would use that agent again. Now, when they went on the seller side and they asked, did you list your house with the person who sold you your house all those years ago? Only roughly 12 to 13% of the people said that they actually did business again with that same agent. So why? How did that happen? It happens because we don't have a strategic plan in place that helps us to stay top of mind and to build the relationship over time. So today what I want to do is I'm going to tell you exactly the way that I would suggest you build a plan of action that's going to not only make you be the person that they think of when they get ready to buy and sell, but it's going to keep you top of mind, and they're going to be referrals that will just keep coming in from these folks over the lifetime of this relationship. Let's start with what's the first thing you need to do. First thing you need to do is say thank you. Listen, ultimately, we all want to be thanked. What is it you're doing right after the transaction to stay in touch with these folks? I would suggest a personal handwritten note telling them, I can't thank you enough for the opportunity and the trust you placed in me to help you and your family find the perfect place. I just want you to know that I'll always be here. If I can help in any way, don't hesitate to reach out. Again, thank you for your confidence, and I'll look forward to our relationship and growing into the future. This is a simple handwritten note. Send that out with a handwritten note. That's the first thing. Personal touch. We want to make sure they know how much we appreciate them. Listen, I love being appreciated. And if I get that personal handwritten thank you note, unfortunately, it's not happening much anymore. And some people say, well, that's old school. That's a little bit, let me just say this, it's memorable. Make sure you're doing it. Because other people aren't doing it now, it gets even more value for that relationship to continue to grow. Second thing I would do is make sure you're friending them on Facebook, you're connecting with them on LinkedIn, you're out there and you're following them on Instagram, whatever it is. Follow everything they do online. A couple reasons for this. This is going to give us the ability to continuously stay in front of them and to see what's going on in their life. As you know, I've got a lot of people that they don't even know. I just kind of follow them around. I mean, I've talked to them for a year. We see each other. I feel like I know everything's been going on for the year. It's the same way. If you're posting things about your family, they're going to stay connected with you. If you're seeing they're posting things and you're commenting on that, you're going to stay connected with these folks. The biggest issue from the people that listed their house and said they didn't use their previous agent is because they couldn't remember who it was. So we want to stay top of mind. Make sure you're out there and that you're going out on Facebook, Instagram, all the social media platforms, and you're connecting with these folks in a personal way after the transaction. The next step is to make sure that they're set up on where they're receiving information on sales of homes just like theirs. You can do this with your MLS. We do it through Boomtowns that we provide for all of our agents for free. But basically what this looks like is set it up where on a monthly basis or a weekly basis or 2 weeks, whatever it is for you and depending on the client relationship, where they're receiving new on the market, under contract, and homes that have sold that are like theirs in their neighborhood. Does a couple things. It's a touch. It gives them valuable information. Right now, it gives them the ability to see that their value is going up, which they love doing, and they'll keep checking those things. It gives them the ability to see your face because everything's branded towards you. When you're on the place where you're giving them consistent information that's relevant to them, you're going to stay top of mind. The next step is to use Homebot.AI. If you aren't familiar with Homebot.AI, this is the most comprehensive way that your clients can receive basically a financial breakdown of their asset, their home, in a most professional way I've seen. Now listen, you can go out, you can check them out online, but what's great about this is that it sends them on a monthly basis an update on their home's value. It pulls all the data on how much their mortgage is, how much it's been reduced based on them having a 15-year or 30-year mortgage. It's showing them how much equity they now have. It's telling them a little bit about what their options are as far as if they were to go to a 15-year financing, what that would change their payments. It gives them the option to say, hey, you could take out a second, you could actually take out an equity line now and what that might look like. It gives them the option of, hey, if you sold your property now, your take home would be roughly this. It gives them a full report in the best and most professional way I've ever seen. Think of it this way. When you were with a brokerage, when your brokerage account sends you something in the mail, they send you a full report on your asset, what your cost basis is. They send you what your profit margin is. They send you of what you could be looking at as far as the percentage of growth you've had. It's the same thing they do with the house. In a lot of cases, this is the biggest investment most people have. This is a great comprehensive report, plus it's a monthly basis, and it adds so much value that they're going to be continuously clicking through and seeing where their value is with your branding sitting right on the side there. Again, getting back to basics, the next step is make sure that your past clients, your past buyers are in your database so that they're receiving what you're sending out on a weekly or a monthly basis to your entire database. I would suggest that you need to do this on a weekly basis. This is something where it's your weekly newsletter or your monthly newsletter. It's giving you a little bit of an update on what's going on in the market. You may have a market report you do. Whatever it is, this is another touch. We're making sure that we're staying top of mind. When we start implementing just the things we've done now so far, where they're receiving property updates on properties that are going on, they're receiving a valuation update through Homebot.AI, and they're receiving your weekly, hopefully, or monthly newsletter, there's no doubt when they think of real estate, they're gonna think of you. The next step is to make sure in your CRM that you've got calendar reminders to touch base with these folks on a personal basis at least every 3 months. Now, what these are gonna look like, these are gonna look like quick text. Hey, well, you were just on my mind, wanted to make sure you're still loving the house. You can do this as a to-do, or you can set these up actually in your CRM with a drip campaign that'll do this automatically for you. Now, a couple things we're gonna do is we wanna make sure these are personal in those 3 months. Now, I would say text is great. Could be a private message on social media. That's really effective right now. Just make it where it's personal. It could be a comment on something in their social media. You just want to make sure that they're seeing that you're interacting with them, because once that relationship is more personal, now all of a sudden, not only does it keep you top of mind for just their stuff, now they're thinking more of introducing you to their friends and family so that you get those referrals you're looking for. The next step is to give them a personalized, I would start 1 year after, but I would do it every 6 months, and video unsolicited CMA. Now, if you've watched any of my stuff, you've heard about this, but if you haven't, there's a link above, or you'll see it in the notes of the show notes actually for the podcast, where we're going to go through and we're going to show you exactly how to do one of these unsolicited CMAs. What this is basically is they're not asking for it. We're giving them an updated, personalized update on their valuation with us doing this. We're recording our screen. We're showing them how their value has moved up. We're giving them a basis of where it is, and then we're prompting them, hey, if you're curious of exactly what this is, because we're just going to give them a range of exactly what your value is, just email me back. Take me 5 minutes to walk through the house. I can tell you exactly what your house might sell for now. Either way, I hope this helps give you a better idea of where your value is, and just know I'm here if I can be a resource. I'm telling you, I did this. I did 72 of these the last quarter that I was in sales. I can almost tell this story in my sleep. I did 72 of them. I ended up listing over $11 million and selling $9.1 million directly from these unsolicited video CMAs. They work. They should be in your calendar starting 1 year. Do it every 6 months, and I promise you, when the time comes, you're going to be the one to list their house. All right, last but not least, you want to take this to the next level. Man, I love getting gifts. I don't know about you. I love giving gifts, but I love getting gifts too, especially when they're unexpected. There are some of these programs like Send Out Cards out there where you can set it up where on their anniversary of their purchase that they could receive cookies, or they could receive a gift, or they could receive something that's not expected. I would say this, whatever it is that you can do on the annual basis to just surprise them and just say, hey, it's your 1 year anniversary. Hope you guys are still loving the house. Here's some cookies or something of value to them that are a little bit different. You really want to get good with this. Get some branding, some local cookie company that you've got that you're doing a bunch of these for, and have your branding on those and send those to them. That little bit of touch, that personalized, that remembering and honoring that day that they did business with you, I'm telling you, it will go a long way, and it will secure that relationship not only now, but into the future. Listen, if you're wondering, how am I going to do more business? This business compounds over time if you do the basics weeks, and you set systems up to stay in contact with those people that you've already done business with. This is the reason why when you see seasoned people in this business, that they aren't out there actively going out there and pursuing business, they're attracting it and they're getting those past clients. This is the plan of action that you need to put in place, and I promise your business is going to grow. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. I specifically chose the video below for you because it builds on the one you just watched. I hope it's helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.